Hello Internet, this is Andrew, aka Quick Brown Fox 42, and we're back today with some more Ogre battle. On my last video, I just rearranged my units and I have my groups made, so I'm going to go straight into the map, which is Slums of Zenobia, scene 7, days long gone. Now, well, here's the boss all the way over here, and you can see this is another big map, and while I deploy my units out to their respective locations, I'm just going to say in advance a little bit. I did play through this map a few times, so I've got kind of an idea of what I want to do, but this is a very big map, and honestly I don't know how many parts I'm going to divide it into. So we'll see here. I'm going to use Sylvia here. I want Sylvia to get a good number of fights, so she's going to take this flank, and I'm also going to deploy Kate. Kate will kind of be my very backup last line of defense, but first I'm going to send her down here because I know there's buried treasure. Kate will have to clear all the units coming slipping past. So since she can stay in the back, she'll be good for getting that buried treasure back there. I'll send Lena up there in a straight line to start liberating. Yuki is another unit where I have these two fighters that I still want to make into ninjas, gosh darn it, and two beastmen whose alignments I need to drop at least a bit before they can promote into beastmasters. So I'm going to try to get Yuki a lot of fights. Now, Kali is this new unit I have with angels. Unfortunately, angels each have one attack, so that's a 4-attack unit. So I'm going to have to depend on longevity. Jewel I'm actually going to use and liberate. There's sort of a cluster back here. There's four towns here plus 2 hidden up there, and on that island in the middle. So I'm going to use Jewel to liberate those. And Jewel, although Jewel is really low level, she'll be largely guarded by Sylvia. Now Amy's unit, I actually have to have one of these doll mages gain a little alignment. So I'm going to see if I can get Amy a few fights in. And I think that'll be it. Yeah, I don't need that. And I'll leave those wizards up for now. Okay, so now I have all of my units going to their respective locations. And Andrew's going to run back here and liberate this city first because he just tends to be a magnet for enemy units. So I'm going to see about him. I'm going to see about keeping him behind other units kind of towards the back. I will pull a card. I got a moon card. It will change tonight, and I'll keep that at least for now. In the Castle North is General Klaus Debonair, one of the 4 divas. If the Empire sent someone like him out here, they must really want to stop the rebels. So apparently I'm getting a bit noticed. Now there is another city there, which I'm going to liberate. Okay, we're still good. See how everybody's doing in the middle. Nobody yet. Yeah, there's that's Joanna in the back on the bottom right. My Hellhound group. I got an honor shield. That's good. And I'm gonna send you over there where there's another buried treasure. Yeah, so my Hellhound group is gonna be a bit slow, not get quite as many fights. Here you can see the first few units coming in, and they're going up sort of in a direct line to my home base. So Jewel is going to get a Fool card, which is pretty good. Do I want to keep it? Let's see what we can throw away here. I don't really need that Moon card. Got a Fool card. Zenobia used to be the most beautiful city in the world, but now it's just a giant slum. There's a lot of people here who lost their families and their homes. I guess they thought that by going to the city they could have a better life, but ... Apparently they didn't. Got another buried treasure by Kate, and it's a malachite sword. So I'm going to run Kate up to... I'll run Kate to about here. She'll be in the back by the time everybody moves to where they're supposed to go. Jewel, I will move out to this temple here next. Jewel kind of sweep up the left side of the map, the bottom left. And now Amy is in place at the top center, And this is Lena liberating a temple. And I'll pull a card, star card. I'm not going to keep it though. It doesn't really affect how much damage you do, just when you do it. Gates around Castle Zenobia have been closed to stop the rebels' attack. Only a flying unit will get over the walls. What to do. Well, I do have plenty of flying units, but as we will see, not to give everything away, but there will be another solution kind of presented to us. Now, Yuki, like I said, I want to have a lot of fighting, so I'm going to see if I can really get Yuki to meet up with a lot of these enemy units. These fighters are really quite past due to be promoted, and the promoted versions like ninjas and so on, they get a lot more stat gains like strength or int or whatever as they level up. So having fighters this high level is pretty bad, and well, I'm not too happy about it, but I'm doing something about it too. So this will be a win for me, but I am not exactly sure. You can see these guys are hitting pretty hard because I have them all equipped with weapons. I'm not exactly sure where it will send this other unit, and it is a high sky unit, so it'll be pretty quick. So I'm not sure if he's going to go around, try to go around me, or try to go back to Yuki or what. So we'll see here. It looks like he's going to try to keep going, but there is Joanna there. And I might use a tarot card here just to make sure I get a win. Well, let's see how these guys do. So he hit for 14 and I hit for 32. So that's a pretty good advantage me. That knight is only going to get, I think he's going to get one attack from the back row. I think. Yeah, so these griffins aren't hitting for much at all. I'm pretty low alignment, so I'm fighting better since it's nighttime. He's probably mid to high alignment. Griffins are probably mid. Knight's probably high, and I get as many straight up attacks because those hellhounds get 3 attacks in the front row. It is pretty amazing how, I mean, obviously having 3 attacks is a big deal when you just start the game, but even at this point, it's still a very, very, very good unit. And it'll continue to be, too. Okay, Yuki has a brand new unit to face. I think this might be where I will try to use a tarot card. Let's see what we have. Judgment will be white magic, so that's not going to do a lot, I don't think. I don't want to use a fool card at this point. You know, I've got 4 Emperor cards. I can burn one of them. So that's what I'm going to do here. That'll give everyone an extra attack. So I don't think that'll be enough to finish off everybody. Not with missing going on. But it'll at least finish the Griffin. That did hit everybody. So that plus this Inuki is going to be a lot of damage. But let's see here. That'll give me a total of 12 attacks, so that should be enough. Yeah, because I'm doing 30-some damage, which is a lot. It's really better for me to burn the tarot card, because even if I get another tarot card that I don't like as much at the next city, it's kind of not worth missing out on several tarot cards to not pick one up. So now I have this other kind of unit to clean up. This should be no problem. Let's check who gets this last kill. Boy, I shouldn't start calling things no problem anymore. Okay. Now, since I've gone through a few units, I'm going to check real quickly. He's still at 53 alignment and 59 alignment for Mike. Let's check how the Beastmen are doing. They're still all too high, but we've got more fights coming up. Plenty more. Where that came from. Alright, just want to check my flank over here, and I think we're good. So they still look like they want to go straight up the middle, which I'm just fine with. I'll take that all day. Boy, those gales are hitting very well. Don't like that. Luckily, this Inuki will be the last attack, and it missed. Excellent. That wouldn't have been enough to kill him, but I really don't want to get behind in my damage at all. So I will get that heal in, and that will do that. Notice I'm not leveling, because these guys are already probably a bit higher level than the opponents that I'm facing. So let's say, I think, this might be a brand new one, yeah. Valkyrie and 2 cockatrices. This is where, well, a judgment card would hit the cockatrices pretty well. I better use it, just so I'm not leaving space here. That was okay. It wasn't great. Not thrilled with it. So we got a Beastman. That's not so bad. Luckily, they can't gale anymore once they're upgraded. So that's kind of nice. Gale can do a lot of damage, especially for an early unit. We did hit with both petrifies, though. That's kind of rough. I don't think I'm set on the right tactics either. Let's go with strong. I don't want to. If that was the Valkyrie then that I killed, then that unit would just limp home and get all fresh characters. Yeah, I thought that might happen. But that's not so bad. Let's see here. I'm gonna move her down. So there's the next treasure, and that's a black bow, I think. Kind of a rare one. Let's see if I can get this game paused. So now I'm going to send you to the next treasure, which is going to be up here. And I think I'm actually going to send Yuki to the next group and send. Well, Kate's kind of headed in the right direction. I'll make sure though. Hopefully Joanna can run into these guys. If not, Kate will take them out. And I got the city liberated. And now I've made space for tarot cards. Hey, there's another judgment card back. So that's why you should pretty much always use those. Use enough to have space. Quite very honorable. So they would support the people. So Debonair, kind of learn, is not such a bad guy himself, but he's just serving a bad empire. So now that, okay, that Valkyrie is definitely past, past Joanna. So I am going to, actually, you know what? I'm going to drop Lena down a little bit. Although they're not going to get many hits in at night, but hopefully 8 will be enough to defeat it. But this is a good time to pause for my first section of video, and I will be back in just a second. Alright, and we're back. And let's see who I'm going to... Oh, first I'm going to liberate a temple, and I'll see if I can run into that Valkyrie cockatrice unit. And I'll get a temperance card. Good effect, but not something I really need in battle. Oh, I guess I can keep it for now, though. A bugle, that's another equipable item, pretty basic one. Should be an old temple on the island to the north of here. So I'm going to move Jewel over to here. And let me see how this is looking. So Lena did just get to run into these guys. But it doesn't look like they'll be completely eliminated. But if I can just... Actually, I'm going to set tactics to leader so I gang up on the Valkyrie. Because if I kill her, then the cockatrice is going to return to the base. So that will sort of... I want to say just be just as effective as killing the whole group, but it'll send them back home, which is what I really need to do first. So that petrify hit, but I think it's a little too late. So one more hit. There we go. And now I just get to beat up on the cockatrice a little bit. And lots of levels up, because Lena being a liberator, I don't like to involve her in too many fights. So I am going to see if I can send Joanna over this way, and maybe Joanna can take out that cockatrice. Oh, I can see there's another unit that's heading south out of the enemy base. And, okay. This would be a good time to use a tarot card, but what I'm going to wait for just a tiny little bit, and I'm going to use one of my my Empress cards, because everybody's pretty injured. So next attack, I think, will be about right. Because he's going to have enough attacks. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to use an Empress card to heal my entire party, and you can see they're going to gain a lot of health off of this. Yeah. So well used card, and you can see that shot would have easily killed my fighter. So kind of well timed. I could have used an item, but since I needed to use a tarot card anyway, that's basically just as good. Alright, and we got some levels up, and let me take a look really quickly here. I should really be checking my alignment anyway. He's holding Bancroft. Okay, now Bancroft is down to 46, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change class, since Yuki can become a shaman as well and get that extra heal. And I'm going to change Bancroft to a ninja, so there's my first ninja. Now, this is what else I'm going to do. I'm going to put... Since Bancroft is a ninja, I don't need to really tank his alignment, so I'm going to put him in the back. So now he's going to do magic instead of physical attacks. He would get 3 physical attacks in the front row, but he still gets 2 magic attacks in the back row. And now I am going to set my my tactics are on strong. So now he is going to be more likely to target somebody in the back row and not have a final kill. So hopefully that'll work out to give my other characters more kills. Alright, so I've got 6 attacks and... okay, so I've still got 6 attacks. Whew. And 1 unit to kill, so this should work out unless things are really unlucky for me. There it is. Untouched. Perfect. Can't ask for a lot better. Now let's see if I can get Joanna to fight this other group as well. No, I think Lena is going to run into them first. These guys are really making it past Yuki a little more than I want. I don't want Lena to have that many fights. I can still set to leader, I think, here. That heal is going to go to my other knight, so I'm not sure if that Beastman can attack my weaker knight. If he can, that's not very good news, but yeah, he can. Okay, good. I got my heal off first, though. Um, I guess I'll skip out on a tarot card. If I can just get that Beastman down... Shoot. I got 4 full cards. I'll use one. I just really don't want to have to revive that knight. Get rid of the worm, and now he doesn't have any attacks left now. That was far less than ideal, but it was kind of bad luck. All right. Well, not what I wanted, but it worked. Got the job done. Joanna will get another fight in. I'm going to move Yuki up now. I want Lena to liberate this other town. And I can't forget this knight over here. It's going to be that knight and 2 griffin group.